Hey guys, welcome back. It's Missy, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm so excited you're here. I am a life and relationship coach, and on this channel, we get to the root of the issue and we learn how to heal and deal. So if that's your thing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to be a part of the fam. Christmas is right around the corner. We have all the holidays this month. We got Kwanzaa, we got Hanukkah, we got Christmas. Oh, I hope I'm not forgetting any holidays. I'm sorry if I forgot your holiday, but happy holiday to you too. And it's almost been a year since I started this channel, which it's pretty crazy because I never in a million years thought I would be doing YouTube. Like me, who would have thought? But seriously, I appreciate each and every one of you. All I want to do is help people so they're more informed and they can live better lives and they feel like they have a community so we all don't feel so alone. I love every time you guys leave comments and you share with me. So keep doing that and share more about you. Like leave a comment below telling me a little bit about yourself. So going into today's topic is confidence. So let's break it down. What is confidence? Confidence is the belief that you can do something, you can achieve something. People easily get cockiness and arrogance confused with confidence. But there's a big difference between the two. Cockiness is ego. It's when you need to prove yourself. You feel like you need it or your ego will be hurt. Confidence is okay with the outcome, but believing that you can achieve it and you're okay with whatever the outcome is. Confidence is seeing a pretty girl in a room and saying, I'm going to get her number. Cockiness is, I'm getting her number. One believes they are able to achieve it, and the other one believes they already have it. So it's a false sense of confidence. So when it comes to confidence, let's break it down into 3 parts. Physical, mental and emotional, so you're thinking, and action. The first one is physical. How do you look on the outside? How do you look to the outside world? We as humans, we're very good at reading people and their body language. It's all subconsciously. We don't look at someone and immediately know what's going on, but we subconsciously read people's body language. We can sense when someone is unconfident and is uncomfortable in their skin. So it's really important to invest in your look. I mean, it's not number one, of course. Look aren't everything, but it's the first thing people see. It's part of confidence because if you don't put effort into yourself, why should anyone else? We see the way people put themselves together as a form of self-love and as self-confidence. So when you don't invest in yourself, you're automatically seen as unconfident. How you look and how you physically interact with people makes a difference. Like I said, we read people's body language. That's a type of communication. So the first thing is you need to look the part. Determine your style. How do you want to look? How do you want to be perceived by others in terms of your style? That means getting a haircut, maybe doing your nails, maybe putting on a little makeup. This is for boys or girls, no discrimination, you do whatever. Take care of your outer appearance, shower, hygiene, exercise, take care of your body. Those are all things that instill confidence and like you care about yourself. And when you take care of yourself, you become more approachable, which is the other part of the look. So you look more approachable. If you want to be someone that's approachable, you are someone that wants to be welcoming. You want to be friendly. You want people to come to you. You want to exert that positive energy. So you want to smile and show that you're a positive person that people want to be around. This is something that a lot of girls, I hate to hear that. But smiling, it just makes you more approachable. For instance, are you more likely to come up to me if I look like this? Or are you going to come up to me if I look like this? Right, you're more likely to come to me if I'm smiling and I look approachable. Why am I acting like this is Dora, like you're answering me? I hope you actually are answering me. When I say smile, I mean genuinely smile. Don't smile like your mom's forcing you to take a family picture. Like, smile like you're genuinely happy and you're comfortable. Not only that, but when you smile, it sends signals to your brain to release dopamine. So you actually genuinely feel happy. So try it sometime. Try it even when you're feeling miserable. That works as well. The next thing is eye contact. So you want to make sure that you're making eye contact. A confident person is okay with looking someone in the eye. Someone who's unconfident, they look around. It seems like they're uncomfortable in their skin. Imagine if I did these videos and I was like this. Hey guys, today I want to talk about confidence. Like, you're not gonna listen to what I have to say. Like, I look really insecure. I don't look like I know what I'm talking about. But someone who looks at you dead in the eye feels comfortable in their skin, and they look like they know what they're talking about. They are showing security and assertiveness. But with eye contact, you don't want to overly give eye contact. You don't want them to feel like you're stalking their whole life or you're burning a hole through their head. What you want to do is you want to lock eye contact, but you also want to show like emotion, like smiling, nodding, show that you're invested in the conversation. Because if you don't do things like that, then it will feel like you're having like the Annabelle doll like staring at you, like that's creepy, that's scary. Like, you don't want to do that. You want to be invested in the conversation and seem like you're listening. Another thing when it comes to being approachable is arm placement and posture. Someone that's unconfident and secure, they slouch. And it looks like they have like a mattress on top of them that's just pushing them down. And so they exert this negative energy. And as well as like someone that crosses their arms. This shows closed off. This shows I don't want to talk to you. But you also do this when you're cold, but we're not going there. This just means closed off. So someone who's confident has their arms like this. You know, they actually say if you're about to go to an interview, put your arms like this and your legs open wide, and that exerts confidence because you're welcoming, you're open. This is because your brain and your body is very connected. Your brain reacts off of your body reacts off of your brain. For instance, if you're feeling insecure, you're feeling uncomfortable, you will slouch. You will be in a passive position, a submissive position. Or if you frown, try to frown right now, you feel that a little bit of angry. You feel pissed off, like you want to fight somebody. So you can see the way they react off each other. So when you stand in a passive way, when you're slouching or you are very together, it seems like you're trying to hide, that sends signals to your brain, I'm insecure right now, so let's stay in this submissive position. That's why it's important, even if you're feeling uncomfortable, stand in an assertive way. That will then change the signaling of your brain to be like, okay, we're assertive now, like we're ready to jump into war, like we got this, I feel comfortable and confident, rather than like when you slouch, you feel very uncomfortable, you want to leave, you want to escape, you're scared. So pay attention to your body language. Also, if your foot is like, if you're talking to someone, your foot's over here, that shows that you're not interested or invested in the conversation. Be invested in the people that you're talking to. The main thing with confidence is you want to be comfortable within your skin. And so you want to show that. It's a fake it till you make it. You want to show that you're comfortable in your skin by eye contact, by having approachable body language, by smiling, by taking care of yourself. Now that you look the part, let's go into the mental and emotional. The first thing is you need to figure out why you're unconfident. What's going on in your life? Is it your self-talk? Is there someone telling you bad things about yourself? Are there certain events in your life that are causing you to feel bad about yourself or feel like you're not worthy or you can't do things? What is the story that plays in your head? What is the root cause that's making you feel unconfident? Once you get to the root cause, then you can figure out the steps you need to take to help yourself be more confident. Whether that's removing certain people from your life, whether that's working on your self-talk, or that's taking care of your mental and physical health. Like, what is the root cause? The next thing is your self-talk. That's really, really important because your confidence comes from a belief system. Like I always say, your thoughts become your beliefs, which become your actions. So what are the things you're telling yourself? If you tell yourself things like, I'm not good enough, I'll never get the things I want in my life, I'm worthless, I'm ugly, I'm fat, all those things, that reaffirms that lack of confidence in yourself. That reaffirms the belief that you are worth nothing and you'll never achieve the things you want in your life. So you need to completely get rid of that self-talk. And you need to reaffirm the opposite, the positive. So when you tell yourself, I'm unconfident or I'm shy or I'm never going anywhere, say the opposite. I am confident. Even if you don't really feel that, if you say it with the visualization of wanting to be that, you will eventually reaffirm it to the point where you are that thing. Kind of same thing with fake it till you make it. Tell yourself the things that you want to be. Reaffirm good things to yourself, which goes to the next point which is pointing out your strengths and your weaknesses. Who are you as a person? You're not just this negative, unconfident thing. You're a human being. You have positive and negatives just like everyone else. It's good to be aware of your strengths and your weaknesses so that way you can reaffirm your strengths and also you can be aware of your weaknesses so you can work on them. So Why don't you name a bunch of character traits, maybe 5 to 10 good things about yourself, like you're friendly, you're loving, you're funny, like what are those things? And if you're having a hard time thinking about some of your strengths or the good things about you, why don't you think about the things that people have told you? Or why don't you go ask a trusted family or friend? It's important that they're trusted, because the people that naturally put you down, you don't want to ask them because they're not a valid source, as they're just trying to keep you down. So what are your strengths? What are things you're good at? What are positive things about yourself? And there's definitely positive. Even if it takes you a couple minutes to think, you have some positive things about yourself. The other thing are, what are some of your weaknesses? What are some things that you'd like to work on? And here's the thing, don't put yourself down and reaffirm and make yourself feel terrible. You want to be aware so you can accept where you're at, so you know where to grow. So think about a couple of your weaknesses. And I don't mean saying that you're a terrible person, because that's not a weakness. That's just a negative voice. That's a negative self-talk. Think about some of your weaknesses. Like maybe you're not that great at cooking, or maybe you're very quick to anger. You know, those are weaknesses. So then you know your weak points that you need to work on, you know, your flaws. A confident person is able to admit their strengths as well as their flaws. A cocky person just admits where they're good at, but it's all just overcompensation for their deep-seated root insecurities, just their ego. So admit where you're at. These are my strengths, these are my weaknesses, these are things that I want to work on or get better at, or who I want to be. And it helps to do this in a mirror. Face yourself. A lot of people that struggle with self-confidence struggle with looking in the mirror and facing themselves. They maybe don't like what they see in the mirror, so they'll avoid it. And a lot of times it has to do with shame. So face yourself, work on loving yourself, accepting who you are. Say those positive things about yourself, as well as remembering the things that you're trying to work on. So if there's things that you feel insecure about, know and have the confidence that you're working on those things and you're reaffirming them so you're more like those things. Look in the mirror and face yourself and tell yourself all of those things. I am confident. I am smart. I am funny. So that way, not only do you practice looking in the mirror, but you also reaffirm those things as well. And you're able to look at yourself and tell yourself those things. And at the end, always remind yourself, I love and accept myself, flaws and all. Because you as a human, you will always have flaws, and it's okay. Your job's not to be perfect. That is one way to reaffirm that belief. Part of self-confidence is knowing your worth. It's really important that you build on that self-esteem and you recognize your worth, what you have to offer, who you are as a person, and that you are worth so many things. You are worth a good relationship. You're worth the things that you want in your life. You are deserving of so much. Those things you need to build upon in your belief system. Work on loving yourself. When you reaffirm those positive things and you remind yourself what you are worth and what you deserve, that is an act of self-love. You need to accept who you are and love who you are entirely in order to feel confident in who you are. Like I said, confidence is a belief system. So you want to work on your beliefs. You need to believe that you actually can do these things. And the way that you change your beliefs, like I always talk about, is that you really need to feel it through your body. Just like how you feel that negative feeling in your body when you believe something negative about yourself, you want to believe that positive thing that you can achieve. You want to visualize yourself as that person, that you can do it and feel really good about that thing. Another thing to be aware of when it comes to confidence is get out of your head. Don't stay stuck in your head, especially when you're in a room and you're talking to other people. You might be very stuck in your head thinking about what other people are thinking, how you're being perceived, or your body language, since we just talked about it. And you'll overthink every single move, and you'll think about what they're thinking about what you just said. Or you'll get stuck in your head about the negative things that you're telling yourself that you can't do it over and over again. So the thing is, you want to get out of your head. You want to make sure that you're in what's going on right now. You're the present moment. You be mindful. And you reaffirm the positive, especially when you're about to go into an interaction where maybe you're a little bit nervous. Tell yourself, like, I can do it. I'm going to go get that girl's number. I am going to achieve what I want. I am going to X, Y, and Z. I believe in myself. I got this. Those are the things that you want to reaffirm rather than telling yourself you can't do it, or telling yourself all these negative things about yourself. So don't get stuck in your head. And then the last part is action. So taking action. Because it's not just important that you feel these things, but it's important that you act on them as well, because that like locks in that belief, like, yes, I actually feel good, I feel confident. One of the biggest things you want to do is do things out of your comfort zone. If there's ever a time when you're nervous to do something, go ahead and do it. And what I mean is safely do things. Don't do things like go jump off a building and you don't have a parachute. Like, you want to be reasonable about it. I just mean if there's an opportunity and it seems safe, go ahead and go do that. If you have a bunch of new friends that are going out in town and you're a little bit nervous, go and do that thing. If there's a new opportunity that arises and you're a little bit nervous, go and do that thing. Whenever you feel this feeling of discomfort, you want to go against that feeling because it's just a feeling, and you want to go and do it. That's how you reaffirm the belief that you are confident and you can achieve things. Doing things out of your comfort zone boosts your self-esteem because you're learning a new skill set and you are the one that's accomplishing it. And it also helps you to find out who you are when you do things out of your comfort zone. It helps you to figure out what you like and what you don't like. The next thing is talk to strangers, which is probably out of a lot of people's comfort zones, but talk to random people. When you talk to strangers, that can always be a little bit scary. Like, it's uncertain. You don't know much about them. They don't know about you. And it's a new, exciting experience. Talking to strangers helps build your people skills. And it's something a lot of people have a hard time doing. And it can be scary because it's so uncertain. You don't know what to expect when you go up to this person. So the next time you're in line or the next time you're around someone and they seem like an interesting person, go and talk to them. Like, what's the worst that could happen? What, they won't answer back? That's okay. Like, then they don't matter anyways. That person sucks. Go practice your confidence by talking to these new people, by gaining those people skills. It will help you with learning how to take rejection. It will help you with learning about what you want and don't. It will help you learn about the types of people and what you like and what you don't like. And it instills that belief that you can do it. But it boosts your confidence because you're doing something that can be scary and you're putting yourself out there. And you're also seeing that potential rejection isn't so bad. The next thing is ask for what you want. Be direct. Be assertive. So a confident person never is uncomfortable with asking for people for things. An unconfident person, like I said, they'll look down, they won't make it clear about what they want, they'll maybe beat around the bush, they'll be passive, and you just never really get what you want when you're like that. So be direct and be okay with the rejection. One of the reasons why people are not direct because they're afraid of the outcome, they're afraid of what people think, they're afraid of the judgment, they're afraid of what will happen. But the thing is, you need to get comfortable with people saying no to you. You need to get comfortable with the fact that people are not going to always like the things you have to say, and it's okay. When you're confident, those things don't matter. You know how to handle those things. You're okay with those things happening. You don't have to please everyone. So get comfortable with asking for things. Also, when you ask people for things, it tricks them into thinking they like you, because the only time that you'll do something for someone is if you like them. So subconsciously, they now realize they like you, so you're in. So use that to your advantage. So ask people for favors. Ask people to do things for you. Start off small if it seems scary. Start off small with like asking someone to get a paper towel for you. Start small and then build your way up. And be more assertive. Assertive is just basically taking the emotions out of things and thinking about the other person, thinking about what you want, and coming to some sort of compromise. Passive is when you don't ask for what you want and you're thinking too much about the other person, and then aggressive is thinking too much about yourself and not enough about the other person. So when it comes to being assertive, you want to stand up for yourself. You want to recognize the way you don't want to be treated, and you want to think about what you want in your life. What are things you don't want? What are things that you want? And you want to stand up for yourself and be assertive towards those people that try to walk all over you or try to cross your boundaries. When it comes to being assertive, there are times when you need to walk away and there's times when you need to stand up for yourself. You need to be the one that picks and chooses your battles, but you will have the confidence in knowing when is the time to do that. So be direct in what you want, because you're the only person that can get you what you want. Don't be afraid to speak up, especially when someone's crossing your boundaries. And also, don't overly apologize. Only apologize when you really have done something wrong or you hurt someone. Other than that, you have no reason to overly apologize. That shows insecurity and unconfidence. It's a great trait to be able to take responsibility for things, but sometimes we can get to the point where we overly apologize because we act like we're a burden or we're in the way. So don't act like you're a burden or you're in the way. You're a human and you have every right to be here, and you have every right to have wants and needs. And Apologizing makes you unsure of yourself. There's a time and a place to apologize, but it's not all the time. The next thing is set goals and then achieve them. There's no better way to instill confidence than by setting goals and achieving them. Feeling like you accomplished the thing that you set out to do. So set many goals for yourself. Maybe a goal is that you're gonna exercise 5 days a week, and then you do that. That feels so good. You can put a little star on your chart and say like, wow, I did that, I accomplished that. That makes you feel good. That instills that belief that you can achieve things, that you can do things. If you set goals and then you don't set your mind to it and then you achieve it, then that just reaffirms that belief in yourself that you don't feel good and you can't achieve anything. So that's why you want to set realistic goals for yourself. Take baby steps. Because if you set too high expectations for yourself or unrealistic goals, you will then feel bad about yourself. You always want to be strengthening the things you're good at, but also accepting where you are and seeing the things that maybe are a little bit weak that you'd want to work on as well. Like for instance, a goal you can set is that you notice one of your strengths and you want to maybe get a little better at it to help you with that confidence. You can then take steps to work towards achieving that goal, and that will boost your confidence because you're the one who did it. And the last thing is do things for others. It feels so good when you hold the door open for someone and they smile and say thank you, or when you go out of your way to help someone that you know really needs it. It always feels good. It makes us feel good about ourselves, and anytime we feel good about ourselves, that always boosts our confidence, and it makes us feel like we are a part of society. It feels good that we are the cause of someone else's happiness. So go on ahead, go in and do little nice acts of kindness for people. It helps you too in the long run. So the way to be more confident is 1, look the part, take care of your physical appearance. 2, your thoughts, what you believe about yourself, your self-love, your belief system. And then last is action, making sure to lock in that belief by doing things for yourself and by achieving things and going after the things you want. What do you guys think? What are some ways to feel more confident? Leave it all in the comments below. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with somebody you think may need it. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye guys. I'm so excited you found my channel. That was so dumb. When it comes to confidence, there's 3, that's 6. Doing things out of your comfort zone. Isn't that crazy? I've made a video every week for a whole entire year. That's pretty crazy. Someone who's unconfident, they look around and they're like, no. Don't say that. Do not say that. Oh, we're almost done.